Hello and welcome back to Tesla News. My name is Marian and I'm your host today. And today we will look into Tesla news from Elon Musk because Tesla bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. And I will go into that because I will tell you what this could mean for the Tesla stock. So stay tuned for that. Furthermore, one casting, as we know, for the Model Y, but it could go even further, including already fixed in their battery. So if you do like that, do consider subscribing to my channel to further support me. And thank you guys for pushing my channel above 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. And let's dive into it. So guys, today came the bombshell, and I privately must honestly say that I'm a fan of Bitcoin, but nevertheless, let's stay here pretty neutral and dive into what this means for Tesla, that Tesla has bought 1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. So we are currently looking at the price of approximately $40,000. And when we look around, let's say next 2-3 years, to be really conservative, we could see a price range of around $400,000. That is actually not as unusual to think that this price could reach that level. And if you take 1.5 billion and you take that times 10, we look at around $15 billion. So for Tesla, investing 1.5 billion from its cash, it's actually not such a bad investment. Even if the price would just double, they could pay for another new entire factory, and that without raising capital from the stock market. So yes, we do know it's really fluctual. We know that the price is going up and down for Bitcoin, and it's really risky. Again, Tesla is able to stay on the track and could sell their Bitcoin when it hits really high profits, or it could keep it for the next 10 years and with that increase its valuation as a company. So I would like to take an example like MicroStrategy, who has been really well known for it because they have invested already around about the same as Tesla into Bitcoin. And what does this mean for the Tesla stock? If we look at MicroStrategy, that is of course a much smaller company. It was worth around $100 million and is now around $500-600 million worth. Sorry, I have to actually excuse myself here. It is having a revenue of around $500 million. So if you compare that to Tesla, it's much less. But the stock has increased from $125 to $800. That is 8x. That's 800%. Of course, MicroStrategy is much smaller, and nevertheless, I do believe that the stock market will react to that. If Tesla has been in a positive today by around 1.7%, was even up by almost 2-3% in the early mornings for Europe. So what are we looking at here? I do believe that the Tesla stock will have further upside with this news that came up today. I believe it is just a question of time when Tesla will reach the $1,000. It could also go further up this year to, let's say, $1,200, $1,300. Again, this is my personal opinion. But what I believe is that this could actually help Tesla to double in price at least. We're just talking about the beginning here, because you always have to think that a lot of people supporting Bitcoin also support Tesla. On the other way around, there are a lot of people on Twitter that have not bought any Tesla stock yet. And I have actually watched the reaction when Tesla announced to buy Bitcoin. And a lot of people said, well, I'm going to buy now the Tesla stock just to support the fact that Tesla is buying Bitcoin. And you shouldn't underestimate that there are a core group of people, around 25 million people around the world, that have stayed with Bitcoin over the past 6-7 years. Just imagine if half of them would say, yes, I'm going to support Tesla now too. This would be a massive amount of investors, small, bigger, whatsoever, doesn't matter. If you go further out, there are now around 80 to 90 million people having a Bitcoin wallet. So if you take these people and you just consider that not everyone is actually having Tesla stocks, there's a lot of more potential out there. So there are a lot of young people that actually own Bitcoin and Tesla. And I think this will help Tesla stock to further grow, and not only grow the investment that Tesla has in Bitcoin over time, that is out of question, but also raise the stock, and with that makes it even easier to have maybe another stock split in the future, or even raise more money but at a much cheaper price, because they have to give away much less stocks. So again, guys, I don't think it will increase by 800%, but I think a 100% gain over the next 12 months can be actually possible with this news surrounding Bitcoin. Diving into the Model Y production, we know that Tesla has worked so hard on all the casting machines to produce the Model Y casting at one piece. But I have heard new rumors that actually Tesla is working even further. There's supposed to be a point when the battery itself will be fixed into this casting. I don't know yet how this should actually look. I must honestly say I'm not a technician, I'm not an engineer in a way that I would really understand how this could happen. It should be a point where right after this casting of the Model Y, this one piece is ready, the battery is supposed to get implemented into the casting, and then in this case save lots of time when producing the Model Y. But I'm really happy that they are actually even thinking about that. How the actual way and production line and implementation of this would actually look is another question. But guys, let's be surprised. Tesla has always innovated, further developed ways to be more efficient, and this could be a way, even though we might not really know yet how it will actually look at the end. But again, they want to cut steps to produce a car, and I think they are on a really good way. So guys, if you did enjoy my video, do consider subscribing to my channel, and thank you for all your support in all these recent